Hey everybody, welcome back to the DWF. We did the skateboard challenge last week, and the hands down winner is Darby Allen, claiming that Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't know, guys. Tony Storm put up a. I think Darby Allen had one of the easiest tricks. Now, Braun Breaker, I said, whoever voted for Braun Breaker, you're a real one. Anyone voting for Braun Breaker, just smashing the board through his head. Not even a trick. He just got so fed up. But you know, you okay? He was just fed up out here. Not his competition. That's okay. He's gonna spear someone in the ring soon. Um, but yeah, Darby Allen won. I think we might have had a little bit of a homer vote on that one. I think that RVD's nose manual while doing RVD is probably harder. I would say probably a little bit of a harder trick. Nose manual isn't that hard, but while you're doing the RVD, like that is incredible balance. Um, and then Tony Storm's trick, you guys just did her dirty. She should have won that hands down. Darby Allen's was easy peasy, but that's okay. Darby Allen does win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I've got some paints out. I've got the Mod Podge, got the acetone, the hair dryer. We've been doing some customs this week. You guys saw I did the meme CM Punk, the naked CM Punk meme. Um, I'm actually going to, now that CM Punk did this and posted this picture, I'm actually now going to do the Seth Rollins and the Becky Lynch versions. So stay tuned; those will be coming. But I need to get more Matt Riddle figures so I can get more of these foot molds. Because I don't have, I think I only have one or two other Matt Riddles, but they're good. Yeah, I've got this Matt Riddle here, but he's a good intact Matt Riddle that I would like to keep intact. That way I still have a Matt Riddle. But that didn't stop me from doing other customs, as you guys can see here. I've just been going a little bit custom crazy this weekend. Um, so I didn't get to clear a spot to put the ring back up. This is filled with paint and paintbrushes and all kinds of stuff in there for custom work and stuff that I'm working on. So we'll just go through some of the things I've done so far. Here we have the SmackDown Bailey. I forget exactly what figure this was. I've got like two or three of it. But I swapped the head on this one with the yellow and black Bailey, where she's got more of a smile, and I think the head scan just looks a lot better. The hair looks better. We also swapped the arm because the other arm, the original arm for this, had the SmackDown brand thing printed on there. So we swapped the arm out, swapped out the head, just made that figure look a little bit cleaner. We're actually making this the new Bailey for Pink Punch. My wife liked this one a lot, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Back here, we're working on some Rheas. I just started swapping parts, because I have a couple of this all white gear Rhea. So we started swapping boots, swapped the garter belt, swapped the necklace here. We're going to start swapping parts on this. I think we might just swap the lower part, keep the white upper, and then the black bottoms with this one. And then turn this one into a completely, turn this into a completely purple and white gear. Rather than, white being primary, it's going to kind of split the purple and the white pretty well, I think. But I just swapped a couple pieces just to see what that would look like. Down here, we threw the Ultimate Edition Roman head on this Elite Roman. He's just yelling. Why do people just want to fall all day today? He's yelling at Jay for betraying the bloodline before he's about to absolutely destroy it. We didn't do anything with the Jay. This was just a visual to set up what I want to do. So this Roman is going to go on the shelf. We're going to start to clear this side out and put more like figures that are like in mid motion, like these Batistas we have doing his entrance. RVD here smoking. I thought we had the John Cena here holding the towel. I'm gonna put more of those like in motion style figures down here. So this one was just a really fun way to do that. This one here was, we just switched the Rocky Johnson with a bald Rock head sculpt, and I just really love this figure. I don't know what this was a simple head swap, but I'm really loving this. But this is also pre-tattooed rock, so I'm thinking maybe we switch the torso and the arm out, and then either just painting the blue or popping the joint off and putting the forearm back onto the new rock mold just to finish this, give him a real finished Rocky Maivia bald look. Just for something different. It's fun. Like I said, I'm really enjoying the figure. At first, I thought it looked kind of weird, but the more that it's been set up and the more I've looked at it now today, I really like that. And then finally, we took this Seth Rollins and just acetoned away some details, trying to make him more of a simple gear. There was the Rollins red, white, and blue like picture over here. Then he had some accents and stuff going down the side here. I don't want to acetone away the design on the boots, so I might just swap the boots out for basic black boots. But I like Seth in very simple gears. Like, is that weird? I know he's really like not flamboyant. He's kind of like flamboyant now. There's a word that starts with the letter E, and I can't think of what it is. It's not extravagant. It's I can't think of what it is. That really describes what his attire has become. I don't know why I can't think of it, but flamboyant is what comes to mind, and I know that's not the word I'm trying to think of. But I like his very simple, subtle gears. It reminds me more of his like Beast Slayer days. Remember when he had like he had just the black gear, and then it had the SR on this knee pad in red, and that was all it was. And I thought that was such a cool figure and such a solid gear. So we might do that. We might switch. We might just put on some basic black boots on this, and then I might take the knee pad off of the other figure and put that on here and just switch the knee pads out. Although I don't know if it's the same color, if it'll match that maroon on his belt. If not, I can just leave this on and just put the black boots on. I just don't want to ask, like, because I think the fist is really cool. I do have a couple more of this Seth, but I do like those. I feel like these would be good boots for like a Daniel Bryan, because he wears a lot of maroon. So it'd be good to do like a Daniel Bryan fix up with those. So I think we might switch those boots out at some point here. For now, I'll leave it because it's a lot more simple looking in a design. I just didn't like, I really hated this Seth Rollins over here. You know what? Let me grab the other figure. I'll be right back. All right, there you go. You guys can have a side-by-side look. It's the exact same figure. We did swap the head out because I'm almost positive this was the first Elite Seth Rollins where you got the man bun head sculpt. That's why I grabbed a few of these. But here's the image in question that I couldn't stand that on this figure. It just doesn't fit. It's a different color red. The blue and white don't match anything else on the gear. So we went ahead and just acetoned that away because I did not want to see that anymore. It doesn't fit the character or anything at all for the rest of the attire. And then the other side, we acetoned this line and decal away just to try and make it look more simple. We also have this Seth Rollins that has a very similar vibe, very, very similar gear. You know, a little more in it. And this honestly looks a lot better because everything ties together well. The silver's, you know, maybe a little out of place, but in all honesty, you still get the Seth Rollins image on there, but it keeps the maroon. It's the same color scheme, same color pattern. I like this Seth better than this one, just base, looking at the base figure. But I was very happy with how this one is turning out. Like I said, I think we might switch the boots out here at some point. Should I switch them with those? No, because it still has more. It has more detail and stuff than I want. I just want a very plain boot. Honestly, if they did a right boot mold of just that, I would probably keep that because that's simple. That's the simplicity I'm looking for. Well, wait. Yeah, it does get a little more involved. But I just don't want to acetone all that away because I think it's good boots. I don't want to ruin those boots. So we've got plenty of basic black boots around here. So we'll get that taken care of any stinking ways. that's what I've been up to this weekend. So no video this week. Well, this is the video for this weekend. No challenge, no titles changing hands. Next, we're going to have Darby Allin defending his Money in the Bank. That'll be next week. But for this week, I just got, ever since Punk started, I've just gotten carried away with doing some customs and some fix-ups. And just starting on little things, seeing where they're going to go. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll have finished products here, and I can give you guys an update on that. But until then, guys, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you next time. Bye!